One thing that holds back a lot of artists from creating content is like abiding by like rules of art, like the artistic canon, and like trying to like fit within the realm of that, and also like not having the access to resources and stuff to like make like highbrow art. But like zines are like a reclamation of making art, because you can do whatever you want and just make it into a booklet, and you could do it with a piece of computer paper or notebook paper and some scissors, and that's all you need, which I think is one of the most appealing things about zines to me.
So a zine is pretty much like an alternative form of media. It started out in the 1970s as this thing called a fanzine, and folks would kind of make these little like handmade little booklets about bands they liked or movies they were really into. And then the coolest part about it is they would make these things and they would send it to each other. Like they'd mail it, and then their friends would contribute, and it'd keep building on itself and become this like collaborative project. But nowadays, zines have kind of become this like all-encompassing genre and like way of media that kind of allows people to create content in various shapes and sizes about like art or poetry or education or lots of other like different topics, or still things that they just like and think are cool. One of the mini zines I made is called Vegetable Head, and it's like just about, it's drawings of people with vegetables after heads. And Chichi also made a fun zine that was inspired by our beautiful cat Vinny, and called How to Draw a Cat. And it was just a kind of step-by-step guide. The first zine we actually made was called Kisexis. Essentially, the zine is this like gender 202 that you always wish you had had, because a lot of the resources easily available around gender are kind of like a very like 101, like, oh, gender is this thing and sex is this thing, and here's a list of vocab words. And that's like helpful, but in a lot of ways very lacking.
And since that first zine, Suad and I have like made an effort to kind of expand the content and expand the material, and we've invited a lot of like queer and trans people of color to join us in content creating. And when we table at Zine Fest, we've been trying to invite our other zine creator friends, predominantly queer and trans people of color, to like come table with us.
Maybe Kisexis is the zine that'll help you come out to your parents. Or maybe like Dear White Friends is the zine that'll help you start talking to like a white friend of yours who you love, who's been like kind of saying some things that don't really jam well with you. Or maybe like you'll open Vegetable Head one day on a day that you're sad, and then you'll be like, oh, well, okay, I'm still sad, but at least there are vegetable heads, and this is kind of nice, and let's just keep going. But just like, I like the potential of our zines to like just be things that people like or that are helpful to people.